It's me, name's Sony. Welcome to another VR video. Today's video is not really about anything in particular, and I'm just messing around in Boneworks right now. Now, today's video, I'm going to just go ahead and say something really unusual and really weird. It's a little bit of a storyline thing. When I was at college, so this is a while ago, many years, I did four subjects even. I did IT, which is not as much computing as I would have liked. I did physics, of course. I did maths, and I did further maths. As a result, I did more maths than anything else, both in physics and in maths as well. Yeah, plenty of maths. I do a lot of maths. My math tutor used to say something to me quite often. He said to me, "You always take the sledgehammer approach." What exactly did he mean by that? Well, in maths you do a lot of equations, and this applies to sciences as well. Those equations are often quite annoying and complex and difficult sometimes. And as a result, you kind of find simpler solutions, usually. Now, the simpler solutions are still based on those same equations, but those original equations take long to calculate for a normal human being. Even when you've got a calculator, sometimes it's just a long method sometimes. And as a result, you end up with simpler methods. Now, the problem with those simpler methods is that they don't always cover all of the scenarios. Some of the scenarios require different solutions. Well, that didn't work very well. I wanted to climb from one tree to another, and I kind of did. Some of the solutions require different methods. For example, if you wanted to break something open, you could do so very easily with this. This is a nice, simple method of doing things. And it works every time, except when you hit the larger box. Sometimes it really isn't an appropriate method. As a result, you end up using other methods. But even those don't always cover all of the scenarios. There is one method, however, that covers all scenarios. It breaks the smallest. It breaks the largest. It breaks the things that you're not supposed to break. It breaks everything. And maybe even your toes if you're not careful. And that's because it is the sledgehammer approach. The one that is the original equation. No simplified methods, just the original one that works every single time. Why is that relevant? Well, my tutor used to say to me, "You always take the sledgehammer approach." What he meant was, no matter how many simpler methods I give to you, I explain to you these nice and easy ways of doing things that are much quicker. They only cover some scenarios, but in those scenarios, you can use them. However, I never did. I would always, for some reason, this is just a natural habit of mine, I would always take the sledgehammer approach, which really isn't appropriate, because often you're kind of wasting time. In this case, wasting a lot of energy. Why is any of this relevant? Well, you see, the thing with VR is it's caused us to have to rethink quite a lot of standard things. Things that we had solutions for in the past, but now we have to rethink them. Things as simple as player movement and locomotion, jumping, crouching, and even climbing. Things as simple as breaking things, interacting with objects, and all that good stuff. Well, there is a solution for all of this. And it's quite a simple one, in fact, but it does take a little while. Very much like the complex equations that would have to take a lot longer, but will cover almost every scenario. Physics in VR, with a full character body, does exactly that. Ladies and gentlemen, physics in VR, I give to you the sledgehammer approach. Very unusual. That's exactly what it added up to me doing in the future. 15 years later, I took what I would always do as a very bad habit and did something similar to Boneworks. This we're playing obviously is Boneworks, and they did exactly the same thing. They took the sledgehammer approach. They made things that were not simple. They took the one complicated approach that applied to literally everything. And it works. Ladies and gentlemen, the weirdest video you've ever watched on my channel, or at least one of the most unusual ones. And yeah, completely pointless. I just wanted to mention it. It's a really weird thing I just wanted to mention. Anyways, so yeah, thanks very much for watching. Completely pointless video. The next one will be a how it works video, and you already know what game I will be covering. What? Come on, hand. There we go. It got stuck because it was trying to grab the thing that I deleted. I like doing this. Believe it or not, that's actually faster than this button, which automates the movement. See? Much faster. Yeah, so you already know what game I'm going to be covering in the next How It Works video. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.